Good afternoon and welcome back to EPIC39, powered by Intel. I am once again Exo, casting another game, and this time I have with me on the mic Mud Gips.
Here we are.
Good
Let's
stuff.
go.
And we are finally getting a Protoss, some Protoss representation in this stream. Yeah, so far it's been all TVZ actually. So we've avoided mirror matchups, but yeah, I thought there was more Protoss in that part.
I think there's only a few Protoss really. There's not really
That's
been
true.
too many.
And
I mean, in my group personally, we don't have any Protoss, so
wow,
having a great time.
Nice for some, nice for some. All right, well we are ready in the lobby. I just need to make sure the players are ready. Lobby ready. Oh, they are both ready.
They're all ready.
So
go,
we're gonna go straight into the game. Map number 1 is gonna be an ancient cistern. This should be a good matchup. Both players are high diamond. And yeah, Mono's been looking really on form. He's a very strong Terran player. Howl I know less about, but every Protoss player is a threat. So hopefully we get a nice even game.
Yeah,
and,
should be a very tight series.
Yes, so we're going into game 1 right now on Ancient Cistern. And it is going to be that PvT series. And we can go over to game whenever we're ready. There we go. All right. Let's get into the game then.
Let's go.
So nothing crazy has happened so far. Very standard opening. No one's looking like they're going to open up with a very, very big play. Which is all right for a game 1, you know. We can start the fireworks a bit later. Keep the standard builds going.
Got to keep something in your pocket, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they're saving builds for later in the tournament as well, you know. That also can happen. Oh yeah, it's Gold M. He's a Gold M player. Howl.
Ooh, so it looks like Howl's doing a gate scout here.
Yeah, we should do the caster thing, which is
yeah.
Spawning in the bottom left corner of the map as the blue Protoss representing Gold M. It is Howl.
And on the other side, we have the Red Terran playing for Red Dragons. It's Mono.
Nice. I like that. That was a good impassioned sort of thing. All right, now who's? Oh yeah, right. Yes, the Protoss has scouted. He pop down through. He's going to see everything's normal. I think this is great as a Protoss. You see one gas, one barracks done. Everything looks normal. This is always good. Block the CC for a little bit. This is an ambitious block, but I mean it's working.
It is working, yeah. I mean, Mono should have just... Yeah, it's alright. It's not been too bad, but...
Yeah, about what you'd expect. It'll be interesting to see if we see a... because this was Cybercore before Nexus, it'll be interesting to see if we see an Adept Chrono boosted out to run across and try and kill this SCV before it finishes.
Personally, that is like the most annoying thing you can do as Protoss.
It's a very tight timing, but if you delay it for a few seconds and then Chrono boost it, which he's not doing, there it is.
Okay, here we go.
I think the window is missed. It's really tight. And you have to like get the probe has to hit it once, so it then two shots it.
Yeah.
And then you just barely kill it before the
exactly.
It's a nice little opener.
So we're actually seeing from Mono that he's going for a factory, so there's not going to be some more barracks players. We're not going to be seeing like 3 racks. It's more going to be, as far as we know, just a factory. It could be a second racks. I know we've been seeing that from Oliveira's style, as you know, from a very quite a while ago now. That was pretty good, but yeah.
It'd be interesting to see. And on the other side, we have a Stargate, which isn't uncommon, but it's less common at the lower levels. Like this is it's a very finicky to play Stargate as a Protoss. My opinion is it's very finicky to play, but if you can play it properly, then it has all the answers to everything. You can get yourself into some great positions.
Yeah, it's very strong. We're just going to see if Mono's able to scout this. He is able to see that.
Is, yes.
So no issue with hopefully responding to that. What I do like to usually see is if you do see Stargate and you're going for this, just keep your mines at home mostly if you can.
Yep. In fact, we can already see that he has rallied to his mineral line.
Exactly, behind the gas. Behind the gas is where Protoss can't really see. That's where I love to put it. Right there, yeah. Hard to find it. Oracle goes in, bang, and it's gone.
Well, it's actually a Phoenix to start with, and Phoenix has survived Widowmine here with very little hit points left.
Yeah.
So we will have to wait and see. We've got Marines in one line. So yeah, again, very conservative response so far, but that's fine.
Cyclone, as you'd expect, I think, as well.
So again, both players playing this out very properly. I want to see a fast third base from our Protoss here.
Second barracks and then eBay. That's a bit different to what I'm used to.
Did you not have a ladder game earlier where you had a similar situation to this?
Something a bit similar, yeah. There was this 5.9k Protoss, let's say.
Let's say.
And yeah, he was just being super greedy. He went Stargate and all this kind of stuff. And
it was this exact. It was basically this build.
Yeah,
right?
it was this kind of thing. I didn't. I had
straight into Phoenixes.
That's right. Yeah. So I had a mine drop ready to go in. I didn't because I obviously saw the Phoenixes and I was like, yeah, why not? You don't want to just lose it for free. But this is very different from Mono. Like he's gone for stim and +1 pretty quick. It seems like this is some sort of timing.
Yeah, very
tight timing. I'm wondering if he's got 3 gases, which I think is probably about the right amount right now.
Yeah, just getting that third gas starting to mine now.
You'd expect it to probably be Marine heavy, but yeah, to get Marauders out, you generally, I think, like to see 4 gases. But
here we go. Finally, we see a third base come down. I mean, 5 minutes isn't super late for a third base, but it does feel like it hasn't. I don't know. It just. I'm so used to getting it like.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Is he able to? Oh, is he going to get the Phoenix? He's kind of going for both. Okay, he's got the fight. Okay, he has managed to get it.
Loses the Phoenix.
Loses the Phoenix.
Honestly, not a bad trade because you also get the full vision of the main there, right? And like he knows everything basically that's going on. Very unlikely. The only thing I would say from this is that he hasn't seen a third CC.
No third. I would really like it on
any extra racks. So it's Mono's.
Yeah, it's got to be either 4th and 5th racks or the third base. And if it is a third, I would like to see on location at this point.
You think so? Is it a bit too late to build it as part of the wall?
No, you've got to go on location now because otherwise you're gonna have to float it. You've got look at the SCV count right now. We're at 52. Like quite a few of those should be transferred over at this point.
That is true. I mean, it's worse for the Protoss. The Protoss is normally ahead, especially when there hasn't been any like workers killed.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So Howl might be feeling okay and feeling like there hasn't been too much pressure, but his economy is not where you'd want it to be as Protoss that's been undisturbed for 6 minutes.
Yeah. Now, one thing. We should see a gate explosion from Howl now, right? Is this about the time that you usually see that?
Well, I don't play Stargate Phoenix into Colossus very often.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird, but yes, generally he's currently sitting at only 3 warp gates, which is really greedy. At least 6 you really want at this stage by the time your third is up and running, because once this push comes in, you can see he's actually macroing reasonably well so far, but once this push comes in and you start being under pressure, it's very hard. And the force fields have got to be really on point here. This could be a scary moment. He hasn't
Here we
seen
go.
it
There's
yet.
one
Oh, no, he has seen it.
so if you can just nail the Colossus here. Okay.
He doesn't actually commit in.
Battery's gone off. Wow. Okay, that's a nice hit. Especially for all the shields there. He took out the pylon thinking maybe that's what's powering the shield battery, but not quite.
One. And actually ends up being a good fight for Howl there.
Yeah, it wasn't too great.
Yeah, the battery's finishing up, and having the observer that was coming over this way so he could see everything, really important. There's a world where the 2 Colossus get jumped on there, and the game just ends.
Yep, definitely.
But he was prepared with the batteries and had the vision, which is some of the really key important things in this matchup. We also see now the third CC finally lifting off and coming down, as well as barracks 4 and 5 finishing up. So we are going into that game. Head on upgrades is our Terran player.
That's good. And we're seeing a second starport as well. I think he's expecting Howl to just go for a lot of Colossi, and he probably needs to get his Phoenix count up now. The only issue is I don't think he's rebuilt any of his medevacs.
I was about to say, he doesn't. Yeah,
you'd want to get to the maybe like 4 to 6. Yeah, and then you'd start to really see the Vikings come in. But at this point, he's quite behind on the starport units, which isn't really good for whenever he chooses to fight at this point. What I would probably like to see when you're in this situation is more like multi-prong. Go for the main, go for the natural.
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
go for the 4th, like 2 drops here, 2 drops there. Try and do what you can. I mean, I know there's Phoenix, but you know, you've got to do something.
Yeah, you need to be bold in these situations, especially since I essentially has no idea that this 4th base is going down. Yeah. But this 4th base is going to be a big problem if once it gets saturated, and he's got 73 workers, which is a healthy amount. Is he going for a 5th base here already? Oh no, he's just putting a pylon up there. I love these pylon spreads by Howl as well.
Yeah, you've
just
got to do that as Protoss
keeping
for sure.
vision on the attack path, really important.
Yeah.
Has the Phoenix going out here?
The other thing we're seeing is Howl isn't going for any more Phoenix now. He's kind of just given up on that idea, and he's just going to move into Templar now as it looks.
I love it. The scan comes in at the right time, and he's going to morph them instantly.
Yeah, I don't think he's gone for Storm, has he? I don't think so.
I don't think so. In fact, yeah, we can see there's no Storm being researched currently, and it has not finished. Archons at this stage of the game, I don't think are a great addition to the fight.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
they're chunky, so...
There are ghosts that are coming out, and then they're not so chunky.
Yeah, that's very true. They're very skinny then.
They are very skinny then.
So it's probably going to line up with a +2 attack for Protoss
like this.
now.
Yeah. This is a really
4 Colossus is probably one too many. You'd want to go into Disruptors at that point.
I'd say 3 is the normal standard amount, but I don't dislike 4, especially with we got the range bug, boys.
Here we go.
The 10 range, +2
10
weapons,
kills, 10 range for that class.
Yeah.
Classes there. Here we go. So force fields have come in.
Force fields are interesting. The Colossus aren't shooting though. He's got everything on one hockey. Sometimes that happens.
I've seen a couple more, but I don't
this
think
is a big concave,
you wouldn't want to
careful.
pounce on this as mono at this point. You just need to keep making units defend.
Yeah. Oh, one goes solid snake coming in.
Okay, and the second one. Is the second one going to do something? It has. Now he's going to jump on it, but the way. Oh, actually, okay. It's actually looking okay.
Oh, these Archons now are doing big splash. The Vikings don't need a fight, but yeah, the Phoenixes distract the Vikings for long enough. None of the Colossus go down. That's actually huge.
Yeah.
Game 1 is suddenly looking very, very finicky for our Terran player.
Yeah, I think Mono just wasn't quite decisive on what he wanted to do there. He kind of was going for the Colossus, then stopped as it got halfway through on its health and started attacking other things. And
oh, he's going to come back in for one more round, but
here we go. He could get something with the Marauders here. No, but it's Howl who takes it for game number 1.
Oh, I'm not going to lie.
Interesting.
Not what I expected. I'm glad we're seeing a nice and tight game, but not quite what I was expecting out of our this matchup here.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much as textbook PvT kind of goes. You usually have some failed attack from Terran. You just keep making Colossi and you just walk over and do something. It's difficult if you're not going for like 4th and 5th racks before your 3rd and going for upgrades and pulling SCVs to attack. It can be difficult. It can be difficult. You need to have more conviction on what you're exactly trying to do there. But yeah, hopefully Mono learns from that and maybe put something into
it
game
really
2
did
there.
feel like that none of the fights went his way. Like there was opportunity, but like it all then just went about as bad as it could go for
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Hopefully it doesn't affect his mental going into the second game.
No, he's been looking really strong today. I'm just hoping he just powers through at this point and he can.
Yeah, that was just the download. He's getting the download ready for the for his opponent. You gotta figure out what they do. You know, he's play standard. Now maybe he opens up with a cheeky Reaper kind of. Yeah, there's something.
There's something.
Or does he stay strong? Love to see Howl actually take the offensive now. Maybe a max backs.
Maybe that would be scary. That would be scary.
After even if that wasn't the most solid win, after something like that, you're a Terran player, you get into the second game, and then suddenly you're building your CC, and then a Zealot walks in. Oh, it feels bad.
Yeah, it's rough.
All right. Well, we are starting here and game number 2, and I'm just going to get the scoreboard ready. It is 1-0 to Howl, 1-0 to this man spawning in the top left. Representing Gold M, it is the blue Protoss, Howl.
Now, on the other side, we have Mono for Red Dragons, fighting for his life.
Fighting for his life.
Is there something he can do here? We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. And this might be quite an important tournament match as well.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, definitely.
This might determine which one of those two make it out of the group.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I know that neither of them are the second seed. So this could actually be really important. I will say, very quickly, I really enjoy Howl's building positioning. This is actually almost exactly how I do it as well. I actually put the gateway one hex further in like this. You can actually have it touching corner to corner, and a stalker can still get through. But then you have a wall off with the back for the thing. Really like that.
Makes it definitely difficult for the Reapers to get in there.
Yeah, you pretty much need to decide whether you're going to try and wall off the Reaper jump spot, or wall off between your between your base and the mineral line to stop Reapers being too obnoxious early game. Because if you give them free reign, They are a good player will run circles around you all day in the early game. And we do have Reaper first. Howl doing the wide circle. I don't
Very
hate
wide
this.
circle. I don't think
generally
it's
138 is the earliest. Yeah, in fact he did it right there. 138 is about the earliest they can start the CC.
Right. Okay.
So as long as you can get it in the center at that point, you don't want it to take additional damage before then. So actually very looks like a Howl is a Protoss after my own heart with the wall off and the very technical kind of all right, this is the second that I need to be in the way. Or, you know, it could be luck.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Could be.
So again, from Mono, we're seeing the factory go down. Is it going to be just a repeat of game 1 here, trying to go for maybe like a mine drop again and hopefully not getting deflected? It depends, really. We haven't seen
Well,
Howl.
he didn't go for a mine drop last game.
What's Howl going to do here? He's gone for a Stargate. Yeah, it seems
it's a
like it's going to be a bit of a repeat here.
We've actually seen this a lot with the lower level players today, where it's just like they have their build and they want to stick to it. And you know what?
It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
I do not hate it. Oh, this Reaper might be dead.
I think it might be.
Oh,
that's very unfortunate. He didn't actually see the Stargate, did he?
I think he did. Let's have a look. He did, but
He
whether he
did,
clicked on it or not.
See, that's the thing. It's one of those where
and this is
I wouldn't catch it.
This
all
is actually,
the time,
yeah, I was going to say,
know?
this is something where, you notice he got 2 hits off on this probe, so it actually went down to nearly died. When he was doing that, I doubt he clicked this.
No.
Because this is a very, again, Terran ideal thing,
yeah,
right?
of course.
You want to go for a probe.
Oh,
but
of course.
seeing the thing, because now Mono's going to look back at this and go have, oh, is this a Robo, Twilight Council, or Stargate? It's really hard to tell with thingy.
There is actually like a little trick you can do with identifying buildings. There's, if you do like I think it's like Alt G, and you kind of like hover on the circles by how wide the circles are of the.
Wait, what does Alt G do?
I think so. Basically, as you hover right now, you can kind of see like the size.
Oh,
and certain buildings have different sizes, right?
I was going to say there is a technical difference between them.
Yeah.
And I know, like, between a Forge and a Gateway, I can tell.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it. But the major tech buildings, I'm really bad at. You can also tell the difference between like an infestation pit and like a Hydra den.
Really?
As they're building. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was in one of those like micro trainer things where you had to walk into base and you had like a second to select the right building. And I honest to God, I just 50-50 it every time. I don't know what this is. But apparently there is a difference.
Fair enough.
All right, yeah, so again, we see Phoenix opening. He's going to come in and scout. He's still got... Oh, that's the second Phoenix, yeah. Third CC is a bit faster this game, no? Or was it? Was it third CC this faster?
This is much faster, yeah, because he went for 3 racks,
one
one eBay.
Yes.
Before getting the third. He's gone for a much earlier third. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I would go up to straight 5 racks without a third and just blow Protoss to bits, because you know that they're not going to have too much on the ground when they go Phoenix as well, you know? So each one of these is basically one Stalker, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Sort of, in terms of resources.
Yeah, I agree as well, especially since, I mean, the Cyclone is good defensively, but you really are saying, all right, Protoss, go get your third, because he's gone and he saw everything. So Protoss should be like, yeah, I'll take this base, I'll take this base.
I think it might be the opposite. It might be Howl going for more gates, 2 base, Colossus.
Oh, that's actually so bold if he is.
It would actually be really good for Howl if he did, I think. Yeah. He's already got the Robo Bay. You don't really see that before the
third base.
Really.
Yeah. And going up to a 4th gate. Yeah, you might be right, but...
He's put it down. But is it fake? We don't know.
We don't know. He might be faking us out as well, yeah. I feel like...
Interesting.
The only thing I would say is that it's oh, here we go. Nice. USTV's going down.
Here we go. Is it going to be the same trade again? 1 Phoenix for 1 for both units? He hasn't lost anything. He hasn't lost anything there.
Yeah, clean game so far from Howl.
He's not going to have too much energy to pick up anything.
Yeah, these Phoenixes have served their purpose, though.
It's strange, though. He's gone for 4. Usually you see 5, right?
Yeah,
is that like a magic number?
5 is often what I would go for as well, but I can't remember if there's a proper reason behind that. All I would say is that I think these Phoenixes have served their purposes. They've got good scouting information. He's done a bit of harassment, traded favourably, and he knows nothing is going to come and kill him immediately.
Yeah.
I think that's like really as Protoss, with this kind of comp you want to go into. So go into a really solid mid game. So the four gates before third base I found a bit weird, but you know what? If he wants to be safe,
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't think it slows him down that much. It is, yeah, 59 workers versus 46, so this was more like the uninterrupted 6-7 minute mark that I was talking about last game. So
yeah, very true.
Howl is actually, I think, in a better position than last game.
I think Mono might have been a bit messed up with the Phoenixes here and maybe didn't make us quite as many SCVs as he probably wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, 6 have gone down, with now 7.
Probably going to be quite a few more now because there's no turret up.
Oh, and there's a lot of energy actually on these Phoenixes. I think we just ran out actually.
Not the greatest at the moment. But the thing is, he did get his third kind of earlier. Maybe that's all cancelled out at this point. It looks like Howl's a fair bit ahead now. The only thing there is in Mono's favour is the upgrades. He's going to get 2-2 much faster, and he's already got 1-1.
And actually, oh, okay, yeah, there is a forge with just +1 halfway done on the way. But I really like this 4th base timing from Howl. He's like, all right, I'll take a 4th base and build the core army that I want to have. Like I say, just a few sentries, a few Colossus, a few Phoenixes. It's a very delicate army at this stage. But once you get that gateway meat under it, then it actually puts out a lot of damage and has a lot of potential.
He's opted to not get too many Stalkers as well. I guess the Phoenix kind of make up for that. And
I was going to say, yeah, that's part of the idea is that you don't want to have to build Stalkers.
Yeah, they're not super great in those.
Yeah, unless you're already committed to Blink.
Yeah, of course.
And actually, I would have loved to have seen a 4-gate Blink this game as well. But
could have been interesting, yeah. So it looks like Mono's gone for Ghost and now getting his second Starport, wherever that might be.
Yeah,
there we
on
go.
The reactor.
So he's going to have 4 at a time.
But is it going to be enough? How many Vikings do you need to go up to here? Do you have a number? If you're versus especially Phoenix Colossus, do you have a number you want to get up to?
It needs to be at least kind of 10 to 14, I would say.
Yeah, it really got committed.
It's got to be like a big number. You can't really half-ass it if you do it. Because if you've only got like a few, it's very easy that they get picked off and not even able to get one Colossus, and then they've got free reign. And at this point, it's not looking great because Howl's going to move in. I mean, he made a 4th so early. It's going to be something.
Yeah, I don't like this attack purely because he knows the army is here. That's good. But like, I think you can just sit on your 4th a bit longer and max out, right? Like we're attacking at 150 supply here.
The other thing is, if Howl waits too long, Mono will have 2-2, which
is actually a very good point. Yeah, he doesn't know that. But
he might be just. Yeah, this might.
Is there any ghosts out? Okay, there's 2 ghosts out.
Got a couple ghosts.
Oh, Mono needs to know. This observer
he might be
is
falling
doing
into his
so
hands
much
here.
Work.
If Mono gets 2-2, more ghosts, more Vikings.
Yeah.
How long is he really going to wait? He's seen there's no army at his 3rd, which is probably a bit sus.
Did he just see it?
No, he's not seen it. He's going to see it literally. He might be able to jump on that.
Reactive EMP. One big EMP
here we go.
down.
The force fields are pretty strong though.
Yeah, the force fields already go down. We are now getting to the big raid.
We're going to have another EMP coming in.
Yeah, force fields are still holding out for some of these units. The Vikings are doing way more work this time and not dying.
Here we go. He's actually got quite a few Vikings this time. That's not too bad.
Now the Archons go down as well.
But the Zealots coming in makes it a bit tricky. I mean...
Oh, he lands the Vikings while there's still a Colossus alive.
It's pretty even. He's going to lose that Colossus unless he... Even recalling isn't really going to do anything there. Oh, he's landed... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this for Howl now. He's blocked up a few units. That is quite nice, but in the grand scheme of things, 2-2 kind of finished during that at some point, and
so
it made it much, much worse.
Yeah, so he traded slightly worse through all that, but again, he was sitting on the 4th, like he's got no pressure to attack, but he's like reset the Colossus count,
which is really big actually.
Oh my god, triple robo.
You do. I mean, in Howl's position, you do need that because there's no other way to really replenish the Colossi.
Yeah.
Resetting that count. Like, how long does a Colossus take to build? Usually, like a minute, is it? Like
just shy of a minute.
Yeah. So, but with one Robo to remake what he just had, it would have taken like 3 minutes.
I don't like how attacking it because
This is a good time for Mono to really counter and do something.
It is scary, but like there's like Colossus and Immortal sitting
He's not rallied. He's not rallied them.
Yeah, that's really really bad for Howl, especially if he attacks in here into a concave. Yeah, he's got to back up. And now the scan, and now Mono might commit. Great force fields though.
Is he going to be able to pick them up?
He could do a hot pickup. In fact, it looks like he tried, but he maybe not got the cleanest hot pickup there. He has still got a section of his army not doing everything in the back here. And upgrades be damned. Chargelot Immortal is doing some work. He's pulling the boys.
Will the boys do something?
I don't think it's going to be enough. Now that the reinforcements do come in.
No, this is looking really tough. Really tough. Howl's played brilliantly here.
Very decisive.
Yes. Very decisive.
Yeah, because while I don't agree with every single decision that he was doing, like he made it very confidently, and it looked like, yeah.
He made it work. He made it work.
That's what you got to do, you know? You got to play your game. And Mono felt a little bit too scared, you know?
Yeah.
Get onto the map.
Yeah, it was difficult.
Stop him from doing what he wanted to do.
I think that is something I've probably seen in Mono's play whenever I've played him. It's kind of, he's really just kind of building up, and you know, if he has a few distractions here and there, it makes it quite difficult to kind of just ramp up the way he'd want to. I would like to see more in his, you know, in his play to try and attack the main and do other bits of things, just try and take the map more.
Yeah, really. I think even what you said, right? Like just a drop, getting out there and doing something, and like slowing down the Protoss.
Yes.
Protoss, I felt got away with a lot that series because, like I say, taking a 4th base and then setting up to attack a 3-base Terran feels like it shouldn't work. And obviously the fight went very well because he made very good force fields. But sort of good thing. Let's have a look and see if Howl wants to do a winner's interview. And then we will see about the next match. So the next match is going to be Timmy Azure versus
Wiseman.
Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, that should be a really interesting series actually, because I think you'd probably say that Azure's is probably the favourite there, but Wiseman comes in with fairly strong ZVP. I think I saw him play his games against Ross. He didn't look too bad, so there's potential. There's something possible there. We'll really have to see, because I'm a Terran. I don't know second Protoss and how PvZ really works there, but
we won't be getting you on the cast then.
No, definitely not me. No.
No, I think Ross wants to cast.
Yes, of course.
So Timmy and Wiseman are reasonably good friends. We actually all stream on Discord quite a bit together in the RD Discord. So these two know each other's styles. Wiseman can be very tricky. Yeah. Timmy has a few very strong builds, a very well practiced build, but they are known.
They are known, yes, and hopefully, if he has the right response for it, it's
good stuff.
Difficult.
All right, we've not had a response from Howl, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut to a break for about 20 minutes. If there is a quick pre-interview one, we might have a quick interview after that. But coming up at 5 will be Timmy Azures versus Wiseman in what will hopefully be a very explosive PvZ series. Good stuff.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello Overclockers, and welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's EPIC when you need him?